really well in the first half especially, so we're happy with the win and take tomorrow off and regroup for next week.
How important was it not just to get back in the win column, but also feel like you were back to playing the basketball you played before the last two games?
Yeah, defensively in the first half, our guys were terrific. They were helping for each other. They were where they were supposed to be. We guarded the ball, we guarded the help side and the lane, and we had 15 steals today, which is a season high, 11 in the first half. So I thought our performance defensively in the first half was as good as we can play.
You started Chuck today instead of Johan. Kind of talk about what went in that decision and then the execution for both players today.
Yeah, we switched our starting lineup up defensively. We felt like the small lineup would help us and then give us probably our best offensive lineup to start the game. And it worked. Sometimes it doesn't, but today it worked.
Was that a matchup thing, or is that something that can carry over into other games as well?
Well, I think it can carry over. Guys just have to play hard, a little smaller. But Matt leads the league in rebounding. Showed him at the 4 at 6'7". He's an exceptional rebounder. And then we have the big guy in the middle, Matt. So at least we have size and rebounding in the front line. But the 3 guards together, they just have to play really well defensive like they did tonight if they want to stay together.
We can look at a stat sheet and see a lot of categories where it was pretty lopsided in your favor. What impressed you the most, and was there anything coming out of this win that particularly concerned you?
Well, I think the impressive thing, 25 assists when we had under 10 our last game, did not share the ball. Last 2 games, our offense, we didn't have enough ball movement, and we missed a lot of open shots. We missed open threes, we missed layups. It's very frustrating that, like last week in Chapel Hill, we missed so many easy layups. It was terrible because, and then in Duke game we went 11 for 25 from the foul line and missed some easy ones there. So offensively, we shared the ball, we made open shots for the most part. And then what comes out of it, we can work on. Our transition defense has to continue to improve. They scored a lot of transition points in the second half. It was from our lack of, we were playing hard enough at times, and the 2 guards didn't get back and protect the basket instead of allowing layups. And so we'll work on that. We'll show them on video, and hopefully next week we'll take care of that.
Anything in particular that the guys worked on before this game that you felt led to the baskets going and the offense being?
Well, we started defensively. We were not very good defensively in certain areas. Carolina, we were really good in the half court. The transition hurt us, and so we started at defensive end, and as I just mentioned, offensively, we really worked on moving the ball and being unselfish and making the extra play and driving and kicking and posting up and kicking it out. And the first half, we had it rolling where guys were making the right play at the right time. And even the second half, our offense was fine. It was just we gave up too many points.
We often ask you after a game about what kind of adjustments you make at halftime or what you discuss in the locker room. Today you go in the locker room up 31 points. What do you discuss with your team when you have a margin like that?
Well, we were trying to win the second half, and we got out. I think our largest lead was probably 38 or something, and then 37, and then we relaxed. And so at halftime, there's not much you can adjust when you're playing so well. It's just to keep the focus going in the second half. Don't play the scoreboard, and because if you start doing that, they start coming back, and we did that at times. But we haven't been up 31 at halftime in a long time, so I guess we'll take that and move on.
Mentioned starting Chuck for his defense, but when he gives you 11 points in the first 7 minutes, how big of a spark is that for you as well?
Yeah, it's he's a terrific shooter, offensive player. So he 18th tonight, or 21 points, 7-11 from the field, 4 of 6 from the 3, and that's huge. We have not been shooting the ball well the last 2 games from anywhere, 3-point line, the field, or the foul line. So it was a refreshing first half where we came out and made some shots.
I think it was in the first half, BJ took a shot to the nose, Chuck took a shot to the face, and then in the second half it looked like Samet maybe got one in the jaw or something like that.
Yeah, it was a very physical game. I think Chuck probably had to go see the dentist with his tooth. BJ's nose was bleeding, and then Samet, he got hit twice, 2 different areas, and so it was a physical game. And it's part of the game. We don't like to see the flagrant fouls like the one that was called, but it was very physical.
was part of the regrouping from the last two games sort of psychological as much as, you know, energy and intensity and that kind of thing?
Yeah, it was big. I mean, Georgia Tech's a very good team. They're very good offensively. They have a lot of guys that can score, as you saw in the second half. Their guards are really talented, and Duncan Powell had a great game tonight at 13-11. So we knew this team was very, very explosive, and as you saw that parts of the second half they were. So it was psychological. At the same time, we had to come out and play as hard as we could and share the ball and play defense like we're capable of doing. And so we're proud of our guys because they had two great practices and it carried over into the game tonight, and it was big for us. Thank you.